Okay, welcome back to Panzer France 1940, scenario 36 here. We're up to turn 13 and getting some counterattacks by the French here on both of the victory hexes. This one over here, the town of Iced. We've got a number of French counterattacks over here, as well as the hill over here, 2404. Let's take a look at the town here and kind of give you a preview of what's gonna happen here. So we're holding the town here. You can see the German infantry is holding the town here, here, here. We've got some tank supports with Panzer IVs here and here, and we just prior turn lost the Panzer IV, but we do have a infantry unit over here. We're being attacked right here by some H-38s, and then there's some S-35s over here. There's some damaged H-38s there, and then we've got a little fight going on here between our Panzer IIIFs and some S-35s over here. So there's going to be quite a bit of shooting going on in here. Hopefully we can come out on the better end of the stick. Moving over to the hill over here to the right, this is a little bit more dire situation. We've got some S-35s here, here, and H-38s here that are moving up to press the hill. Our best tank we've got here is the Panzer IIIFs. They're just out kind of blocking them. They will not be able to do much damage against these S-35s. And certainly the Panzer IICs and 1Bs that are behind them are not going to have any effect. But what we'll try to do is keep moving back. We'll try to have this Panzer IIIF over here set up for some ambush shots. We'll try to get this guy back into the mix. We may even get our command tanks into the mix here ourselves, but we've got to watch out for our range as always over here. So let's get started with the playthrough and you can see what happens. So starting off, we're at turn 13, spotting phase. Really not a lot to spot. Let me zoom you out a little bit. Oop, not by height, by width. Not a lot of spotting going on. Most everything is spotted. We've just got one unit here that's not spotted. We're checking some spots here to get rid of move spotted markers on here as well. Checking to see if people are still spotted. And we'll adjust those. So now we've got the command phase. So I've got 14 commands that I can place. Start over here with Iced. We're going to get some fire commands. The Panzer IVs going out against the H-38s. Also get some move commands. We're going to try to get those infantry to attack the close combat the tanks as well. We've got to put everybody into the mix to stop those French tanks. So getting a whole bunch on here. We've got our usual fire here with the Panzer IIC. Trying to go after this infantry, and the rest of these guys are moving, trying to stay out of the line of fire, kind of hold them off as best as possible. And getting those last moves up here with this little skirmish here between the S-35s and the Panzer IIIFs. We're actually going to move them because they can't get a shot on them, but the other guy's going to do a short halt to try to get some sort of fire, maybe get a lucky shot on him up there, but we'll see. Okay, the initiative phase. It says plus 20 DRM, 50. All right, great. We've got we're the first player. So the fire phase, German direct fire. So we're going to start over here, zoom you in here, start over here in the town with the Panzer IVs. 301 is going after the 301 right here is going after one of the H-38s right there. So we're going to check to see what commands they have. Actually, they should have no command. I put a move on by accident. They should have no command, but they're going to have a move command. So they're going to try to get the heck out of there. So I went a little bit fast here. Point blank, moving, seasoned, it's sized. So the to hit is, let's less than 63, roll 57, that's a hit. The location is going to be 9, which is going to be side rear hull. So the armor penetration is 10, the armor is 6. There's no variable penetration roll because the max is 2. So we'll just go right to damage. They roll a 4. It's a hull damage, and then we're going to roll a bailout. They roll an 18, so it bails them out. All right, so that knocks out, well, it doesn't knock out, but takes them out of the action. So that's good. So we'll just get the markers adjusted here. There we go, bailout. And there we go. So now we go to our Panzer IIIFs up here against the S-35. That's this guy, I believe, 201. Yeah, he's going against 102. So he's going to try to take a shot. This is going to be a long shot, but we're going to check for commands. They're going to have a short halt. So there's going to be a minus on there. So it's going to be point blank moving seasoned. To hit is 72 or less. Rolls a 97. Ouch. Well, actually it's not because I forgot to put in the -4 for the moving short halt. So now we're going to jump over. We missed. That's not good, but it is what it is. Hopefully they'll miss as well. So now we're going to jump over here to the Panzer IIs, taking a shot at that infantry here again. We'll check see what the infantry is going to do. They're going to get a no command. So that infantry up here, oh come on, there we go. They're just going to be kind of sitting there, waiting for us. There we go. Actually, they're going to be in full cover. That's what it was. So now they're firing. Suppression is going to be 60 to 85, and 86 or greater is going to be effective. Roll a 39. That's a miss. All right. Continuing on here, the French direct fire. Okay, that's all of our direct fire for Germans. French direct fire. So we're going to check. We've got 102 over here. It's going to take a shot at our guys here. The guy's moving right in front of him. It's going to be point blank moving. Needs a 36 or less with the short halt. Rolls a 70, that's a miss. Second one, same thing. Rolls a 44, that's a miss. All right, so we lucked out. They both missed us, so those tanks get to live to fight another round. Okay, moving along to the S-35s, 801, 802. That is these guys over here, the ones going for the hill, right over here. They are going to check their command. They're going to get no command, and they're going to be hulled down. So they're kind of stopping in the town rather than taking a shot. That's going to be good for us. All right. And I think that's everybody who can actually shoot. Yeah. So we get to the move command now. So now the French moves first. So in our movement, we're going to move our H501 and 502, which is going to be these guys over here. We're going to check to see what their command is going to be. They're going to move. And where are they going to head to? So they're going to get a move command. And 401, 402. Oh, I'm doing all the commands first, sorry. So these guys up here, they get a move command as well. And there, where are we here? Oh, excuse me, 401 down here, that's the S-35s. They're going to be moving as well. So they're going to move up and actually move in towards the town. So they actually got the nearest VP hex is iced, so they are going to move in that direction, and they move direct. So they're going to move right up there, kind of move past that Panzer IV-D there and try to break into the town here where our infantry is back here. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I see. The H-38s actually moved into the grain field over here just because they're damaged and not wanting to stay in the battle. Okay, there we go. So now we're doing this one over here, 1001, 1002. they are going to move into the greatest cover, so that means they're going to go into this woods right here. They can do that. I know I made a mistake going into this heavy woods before, but they can go into that woods. Alright, so now we go to 901, 902. That's these guys back here. And they are going to be overwatching. Alright. And then we go to 401, 402 here. This is now the H-38's version of 401, 402. They get an overwatch as well. Now we're going to jump over to our other guys over here. 111, 112, those are the H-38s in the town. And they are going to overwatch as well. Okay, everybody's looking to shoot at us. Alright, so next we're going to get a command on this guy, the one that's still hidden. And we've got nobody who can see him. So he gets a 22, it's going to be a move. They're going to go greatest cover, which is they're going to move back into that hex there. That's going to be brick buildings are a little bit more cover. Okay, now we go to the S-35, 701, 702. That's these guys over here on the other side of town. They are going to get a move, and they're going to go to the nearest friendly unit. That's us. So it's going to go towards the hill. So they go into the town here and kind of teaming up with these other S-35s to get ready to attack us. And then they come out and now they're facing us. This is not great. So last one, 601, 602, they're the ones here in the woods right here. Let's see what they do. They are going to overwatch. So now it's over to us and our move. Okay, let me just zoom it back out here a second because I don't remember what our first move is. Oh, I see over here. Over back at Iced. Zooming in here a little bit. We're moving out our Panzer 4D, coming around. They were right in the town, but now they've moved out. And let's see, they're going to spin around and move their turret over there to take a shot at the S-35s on the next turn. Hopefully that does something for us. Okay, next I think it's these guys up here. Yeah, this is our Panzer IIFs. They're going to back up, so that's 2 to there. Then they're going to turn and back up, so they're full reverse, moving back over here to get kind of behind and off to the side of the French turret. This is another key point. French turrets are only a T1, which means they can only move 1 hex side per move. So they're only going to be able to move 1 over here, so these guys will be safe the next turn. But we'll be able to put our turrets right on them and take a couple shots at them as well. Alright, so that's what we did there. And now the other guys who have the short halt, they are going to, what are they going to do? They're moving. I don't know where they're going. Oh, they spun around, and I think they're just going to stay there. Yeah, they just spun around and stayed there. They were actually facing the other way, facing this direction. They've spun around and now setting up to do something against those S-35s. Okay, so now we've got part of our command group, 902. He's moving out, moving up to help with the defense of the hill. Hopefully they can get around and target the French that are moving up. They're going to move down along this hedge and try to hit them from the side over here. All right, continuing on, we've got 101. You can see them moving. They're going to get back to the road and do the same thing. Just checking some ranges here to see if they're spotted, and they're not in range to be shot at by those H-35s in the woods, or the H-38s in the woods. So moving along here, what else do I have going on here? Okay, now we're moving back some of our Panzer 1s and Panzer 2s off the hill over here, trying to preserve them so they don't get knocked out. And then I think we're going to move that, yeah, that Panzer 3F is moving back there as well. Okay. And then he's going to move back, trying to set up some shots. Not exactly sure what it's going to do. All right, so that's all the movement. We move into the adjustment phase. There's no pivot. So now it's just turret adjustments. Let's go back to fit by width. All right, so now we're just rotating our turrets appropriately. There we go. Those you can see at the top of the screen right there. That's the the S35s. Just doing their one adjustment. And the same thing over here with some other H38s and S35s. Just getting the turrets adjusted. Now we're doing our full cover adjustment. We pulled this guy out of full cover over here. The other guy's suppressed. I think we leave him as he is. We do. One thing I didn't do, I totally forgot about, is I didn't try to do close combat with these guys over here, but that's okay. I'm going to try to do some recoveries now from suppression. So the 601 recovers. That is, I forget what that is. I think yeah, that's the unit in this hex, I believe. And now we're doing the H38's 201 right here. That's still suppressed. We'll see if they get it. Yes, they are successful. And I think that's all the adjustments we needed to do. And then there's morale adjustments, which there's no morale, so we're getting the counters off. And there we have it. We're at the end of turn 13. So where are we at with that? Well, let's zoom in here just a second here, do a little quick summary, and then we'll move on to turn 17. We've got the S-35s moving in to try to threaten the town over here. These S-35s have backed off, trying to fight off these tanks over here. We still continue to have these French tanks here in the town and just outside the town, not doing too much. We did knock out one H-38, so that gave us a few more points. The bigger threat is these S-35s way over here towards Hill 2404, and they're moving up. We've pulled back, trying to position some defense for this, but it may be just we try to get our tanks back. We may have to sacrifice this hill and keep ourselves moving from there. So, end of turn 13. Hopefully you're enjoying this. We'll move on to turn 14. Okay, welcome back to Panzer France 1940. This is turn 14. And coming back, you just saw turn 13, so we're going to come back, we'll do a little bit of introduction here, but then we'll get right into it. So our positions are still, defense of the town and doing something over here with Hill 2404. We've got some serious threats over here by these S-35s, and we've got some serious threats by S-35s over here against the town. So let's see how we're going to handle it. So we're on to turn 14. So initially spotting phase, we're just going to be removing some move spots, or spot fires and spot moves, checking some ranges here to see if we can see things and if others can see us. All right, here we go with our commands. We got 14 commands to place, still coming up with some fires, some moves and fires, short halts. We've got some overwatch going over here, some fires, and some more fires, some overwatch. I think that's getting close to the end. And yeah, there we have it. So we're going to try to set up some shots over here on this S-35 right here. And over here we're setting up some overwatches here and here for these S-35s coming up the hill. These guys are going to try to engage either here or here. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so the initiative. So we roll a 63, we'll stand 73, we get the first turn, so we're firing first. So we're going with direct fire. So we're going to start over here in the town once again. So let's zoom in a little bit so you can see. So this is going to be the 301 over here, taking a shot at 201 now, H38, 201 that is. Checking for commands. He's got a move command, so it's going to be point blank, moving, size, season 63 or less to hit. Rolls a 39, that's a hit. Side location, so it's side hull, so the penetration is 10, armor is 8. So we do have variable penetration roll. Rolls a 5 and a 0, so it becomes an 11 to an 8, so they will take some kind of damage. Rolls a 3, they're just damaged. Be a hull damage. That, by the way, they roll a bailout, 64. So they pass. So we've just got a damaged hull damage. Each 38 right there. Alright. So now we're going to move on to 303, which is this guy right here, taking a shot at our S-35. So now he's got a short halt, so that's going to really make it harder. But first we got to check the command. Ooh, they're shooting as well. So we've got point blank short halt season, so 54 or less. Rolls a 76. That's going to be a miss. That is not good for us. So now our rifle 503 is going to take a shot at these guys as well, because they've got their close range enough. So its suppression is 57 to 79, effective 80 or greater. Rolls 5. That's not what we need. So those S-35s are going to have the ability to shoot at us. All right, moving along over here to our other guys having a shootout with these other S-35s right here. He's going to take a shot at those guys in the woods. So they get a short halt. So it's going to be point blank moving, medium cover, seasoned. It's going to be 45 or less for a hit. Well, it's a 95. That's a miss. Second shot, same thing. Oh, 60 is a miss. All right, we're missing on there. All right, not great, not great. So he'll have a shot at our other guys up here. He won't be able to shoot at us here, but we'll shoot over there. All right, moving along. Panzer IV S-101. That's over here and trying to hold out the town. He's going to fire at the H-38-112. That's this guy here in the town. Going to do our command checks. And they're going to be firing as well. So our shot is going to be short range, size, light cover season. So it's 56 or less for a hit. 25, that's a hit. Good. Location is rear side. We roll a 0. It's a track hit, but it's a miss because the wall is there, and that actually blocked our shot. So that's a miss. Too bad. All right, moving along to the 2C, taking a shot at the infantry. That's this guy here, firing at this guy there. Okay, doing a command check. Looks good. He's got no command again. He's just basically sitting there in the full cover. So suppression 60 to 85, 86 or better for effective. Rolls a 75, so we suppress him. We do suppress him for what it's worth on there. So that's all of our direct firing. Now it's over to the French. And we're going to start with S-35 41402. That's these guys back here at the town, the ones that got away unscathed by us. So they are going to go with the highest VP point, which is going to be our tank over here. Now the tank is hull down, so that's going to give us some benefit. So first one is going to be, I think 401 is going to take a shot first. They point blank moving, seasoned, less than 72. Oof, rolls a 72. Ouch. Location front side rolls an 8. It's a hull side, but it hits the wall. So that doesn't do any damage. Thank goodness for being hulled down. Next one, 402, taking the same shots, 72 or less. Rolls a 54. Ouch, it's going to be some sort of hit. Location is front side. Hold on, rolled the wrong dice. There we go, 3. Oh, it's a turret hit. It's not a hull down hit. Too bad. Okay. So he's got a penetration of 12. Ooh, and the armor of 8. Oh no. Okay, he takes damage. Let's see what happens here. Rolls an 8. Oh, of course, rolls high and knocks him out. All right, that's our second tank loss, and that's our second Panzer IV tank loss. We've lost this one here, and there's another one in this hex right there. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Those are the ones that have that capability of shooting. So now we move along. Now the 1001, 1002 don't have a target because he's knocked out. I suppose they could have taken a shot over here, but I think that's kind of a long range shot. So anyways, they don't shoot. That's the way it is. with the play. So now we get H38 112. That's this guy over here in this town, right there. He is going to take a shot at 103. That is a little bit too far up. There we go. It's this guy right here. He's in the woods, so we'll see what happens. That's going to be, let's see, medium range, medium cover, seasoned, one-man turret, 30 or less, rolls a 38, so that's a miss. Second one, 111, does the same thing. 44, that's a miss. All right, so they're missing over there. Okay, so checking what else we've got. Nothing else. Now we've got the movement phase. So let's zoom you back out here. See who's going to move first. French are going to move first, but we're going to do close assault first. So 503, I think, which is over here. No, it should have been 502. Yeah, 503 shot over here. He's going to try to jump in and knock out one of these tanks. I forget which one now, but we'll see in a minute. He's looking to pass his tank fright morale check. He needs greater than a 21. He passes, so he's going to go after CA S35, close assault S35, 401. Suppression 31 to 62, effective 63 or greater. Rolls a 68, so he's effective. And now we check for brew up. It's either going to be a knockout or a brew up. They must have got a hand grenade or something down a hatch. They roll a 1, definitely got a hand grenade down there. And that's brewed up. Nice. So they knock out one of the S35s. Right there, and now we move up to the French move. So now we're going to get H35, 201. He's going to try to get the heck out of there. So what he's going to do is, with his hull damaged, he's going to move up the road. He's going to try to get around here to get away from that tank. He could have tried to move in and overrun over here. But because he's damaged, he wouldn't have enough to get in there. So instead he's going to move up around and kind of support the S35s over here. Okay, next we're going to do that's my just explanation right there. Now we're going to do H38 301. 301. Oh, that's these guys back here, I believe. Yeah. Yep, that's what I wanted, these guys back there. So they are going to do NC for recovery. Now we go over here to these guys who are going to be moving as well, the 101, 102 S35s, or 1001, 1002. And you do a bog check to move, greater than 40. They roll a 45, so they're going to be able to move. So they're going to move out. They're actually retreating here a little bit based upon their profile. And now we go over to these H35s. They're going to get a no move this time, so they're not moving. And now we're doing 4-1-4-2. That's these guys over here. Yeah, they're kind of lost in the shuffle here. They're not supporting his attack at all. Not sure why, but it's the randomness of the dice. I mean, obviously, if we were playing this, might be a little bit. If I was playing it against somebody, it might be a little bit different. They may be doing a little bit more supportive attack. But these French are kind of tough to get control over, even if you're playing two-handed over here. Anyways, over to 601, 602. That's these guys in the woods right there. Let's see what they're doing. They're moving. Okay, let's see what they're doing. They're going to do a bog check, and they fail the bog check, so they're stuck. All right. Checking for E8, what their command is going to be, and they'll get no command, so they stay where they are. Now we do S35, 701, 702. That's these guys approaching the hill right there. They're going to move. Nearest VP. So they're going to move up in the safest route. So they move into the rocky hex over there. It's a little bit safer for them rather than moving up over here. So that's good for them. And now we go to 601, 602. That's these guys. Yeah, that should be 801, 802. That's these guys over there. They're going to move. And greatest cover, so they stay in their hex. They don't actually move up. It's too bad. All right, so now we got the German move. So let me bring it back out a little bit so you can see what that's going to be all about. So we're moving our, first off, we moved this tank up here. He's going to come and try to, this guy, he's going to try to support an attack on these S-35, or that last S-35 up there. And then we've got some movement in the town. Seeing as this flank this flank over here is in good shape, they're going to try to shift some of this infantry over to help defend the northeast side of the town. And now over to by the hill, we're going to shift some units away, try to get them out of there so they don't become targets. So he's going to go back that way and that way. And okay, now we're into the adjustment phase. Some more pivoting of turrets. And then we're moving up. Sorry, over there. Okay, sorry. Just had a computer glitch there. And finally we did our turns adjust, now suppression and full cover. We adjusted for full cover. Suppression adjustment here, so H38 501, 501, 501, that is this guy over here, yep. He's got to try to get it. He passes, so he's all set. Alright, and now morale adjust. And that brings us to the end of the turn. Alright, so there we go. End of turn 14. So pretty much the situation over here by the town is somewhat stabilized. We do have still tanks attacking here. We got one of the S-35s in a close assault, and we suppressed, the other one was suppressed because it was a brew up. We've got the other tank support coming up here. We've driven off the other S-35s right here, moving out in there. So we've got a good position, you know, around here to hold out. So I'm kind of feeling comfortable about iced. Over here on the hill, I'm really worried now because they've moved up on the hill. They're facing off against him. I'm not going to leave him there. I've got to get him out of there. I don't want him to become a casualty. That's this guy right here. Because my feeling is they're going to move up and take this hill. This hill is lost, so let's just try to save the tanks over here and fight another day as we're closing in on the end of the game. We're just at the end of turn 14. We've got one more turn before we start going into the variable turn end. So we'll bring back the next turn at least. Actually, the next two turns, I should say, because the next full turn we'll play, and that won't be a problem. And then the turn after that, we'll roll. If we roll a 1, then that's the end of that'll be the end of the game after that's turn. So we should have 2 more turns, turn 15 and 16 at least, to go from there. So hopefully you're enjoying. Please like the videos and comment and subscribe to the channel if you're really liking this stuff. I know I've been a little bit sporadic with this, but hopefully you're liking it. So thanks for watching.